Hello everyone, let's work together to solve the exercise in Lab 4. Okay, we look at Lab 4. Alright, Lab 4, firstly we clone the project. Alright, get the project. Alright, here is the big 4. Right, so we have a Java exercise, so JavaScript exercise get here first. Okay, so that's a lab demo JS4. So this is a question. We look at the question one by one, right? The first question, the first exercise callback function uses asynchronous JavaScript with error handling, right? So we need to write a function called process data, which includes data and callback. Delay your send amount to at least 100 milliseconds, and then less than here. Data include word error, callback with error object, new error processed. And for the result, if the input data does not include error, code with null for the error and the input string in uppercase. Okay, so that's really not difficult. Set timeout. And timeout, the first argument is a function, and the second one, so we need 120 milliseconds, right? Because less than 150, at least 100, so 120. If data dot include error, return, because after that we don't want to. If after callback we do not continue, we return callback, and the new error process data error. Okay, if this we call back, otherwise we call back the first is error is null, right? So null error, and the second one is a data. Okay, if input includes error, call the callback with error object and undefined. If undefined for the result, so we don't need to include the result, so it's become undefined. If the input data does not include the word error, call the callback with null for the error and the input string in uppercase for the result. So the input uppercase. Data to uppercase. Okay. Right, and we try to do the exercise for the first one, descript only. Try the first one. Oh, we need to install first, right? To install the jest. Okay, the jest install finished. Test, run the test. Done. Okay, so the first one finished. Now we try to do the second exercise. So we move this only to the second part. Here, exercise 2. We check it, the exercise 2. So the exercise 2 student file creation with validation in Node.js, right? Use FS file system. They already got the file system. So we input student name, the student first name, last name format, object, student info, and callback. Okay. So import module, use this, right? Create, use to check, right? And here, if student info's first name do not match, convert the student name into a file name format, right? Tom Sawyer to here before. Okay, so we need to create the file name first. File name. So the first character come to uppercase. Okay, and then plus student name dot slice 1, right? So we sorry, to lowercase. The first, yes. So like here, if we have the student name, right? So that convert to the first one is a lowercase, right? Okay, so we need to lowercase, /1, and also we need to what else? We need to remove dot replace space with here, so remove the space character, merge them together, right? And plus dot txt. So here is the file name, right? First one character to lowercase, the rest replace space with this and plus text. Okay, so that's the file name. And if this file exists, right, look at the question. If check if the file exists, invoke callback new error file exists, right? If file file using which command exists, right? Exist file name, return callback new error. Okay, what's the error message? New file exists, right? Create, return an error. Okay, so we use the callback to return the error message, right? The next part we check student info is first name and surname do not match student name, invoke this, right? If this doesn't, right, we also need to right, first name and surname do not match student name. Okay, so we write the full name equals space this student info dot first name and student info dot surname, right? So if full name not equal student name, right? We also return callback, new error. This time, what is the error message? Wrong information, right? Wrong information. Okay, so that's two error situation. Now we need to write the file, right? We need to write the file. We put the content equals. We use the template string. Okay, just copy the format of that name, age, hobby, right? We copy this one. Okay, we copy this one. We remove a name, the star here, because they support the multiple lines, right? And we need to have the name, first name, student info dot first name, and last name, student info surname, right? And we have age, student info dot age. I have hobby, here the hobby is let me see what is the structure. Hobby, right? Property this lowercase, and the hobby is array of string, right? Hobby array of string. Come to the array of string. We need to convert it to a string, right? Dot join by comma, right? Look at the format requirement. Join by comma. Okay, and then we call the f function write file, and we have file name, content, and callback, right? Passing the callback here. Okay, so that is try to run the npm test. Done. The second exercise finished.